This time on the Highway Thru Hell.
Nightfall coming on.
Coming down like crazy.
We're supposed to be getting 60 centimeters of snow tonight.
A car. A semi.
Was dragged from almost a mile.
Hold on!
A terrifying ride.
No! Hold on!
A blizzard of wrecks.
Look out!
Sends heavy rescue
Yeah, dirty!
to the brink.
Just do what you can do, then stop.
Sheer ice forces the rotator into danger.
Oh my God.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coquihalla is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad...
Look out! It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
Keeping the Coke open takes an army.
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
And a last line of defense.
Highway Davis en route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option.
There's going to be a boat race going up the canyon tonight.
Torrential rain is blinding drivers on Highway 1.
Canyon's wet and dark. Holy crap, they got a rainfall warning right from Hope. Heavy rain all the way through to Lytton.
Jamie Davis has been called by RCMP to a possible fatality.
There's a whole bunch of ambulance for something not hurt. Somebody underneath the semi, from what I hear.
There's a semi versus car accident. Guy's still trapped in the vehicle, so we're gonna give them a hand here.
Holy moly.
A car is wedged under a semi. Heavy rain may have caused the car to hydroplane and slide under the trailer. Initially, the driver of the truck didn't even notice.
Apparently it was dragged for quite some time, almost a mile.
The driver is alive, but still trapped inside. Rescuers have called Jamie in case they need to lift the trailer to extract him.
Victim's trapped underneath the trailer in front of the wheels and dragged into this off-ramp. You want to try to lift it all, or are you good? You're good?
Wait, he's pinned in there. We gotta just, it's gonna be a bit.
Okay,
Not
no
a whole lot
problem.
we can do, but we gotta work it sideways, so.
Okay.
The rescue crew rushes to pry the roof off the car. A few minutes later, they have just enough space to get to the victim. Seriously injured, but still conscious, he is carefully loaded onto a backboard. The wreck gets turned over to Jamie.
Look at that, eh? Only passenger seat. Look at it. The whole driver's side's right out.
Unbelievable.
I know. This guy's really lucky, man.
Imagine being dragged down the highway for a mile sideways.
Man. Horse cars are right off.
Before they can open the road, the car and the trailer need to be untangled.
Give me that J-hook, I can hook it up in there.
The crew needs to prevent the mangled car from ripping off the side of the trailer.
Tractor trailer doesn't need to be towed. There's some small little ripples in the aluminum on the side, but there's nothing structural, nothing to stop this trailer from going down the road.
The truck continues on its way, but the car is another story.
Grab the dolly and put it in front of that wheel.
Okay, Kev, we'll put the tower down and I'll follow you in.
Let me know if you see spark.
Yeah, okay. Thanks again. Yeah, have a good night.
For Jamie, this job isn't about the money.
We came out here really to help out the fire department and the RCMP with a person's trap call. So there's nothing to charge our bill against. So this is a public service call more than it is an actual revenue job for us.
High up on the Coke, it's snowing. Jamie's biggest moneymaker, Adam Gazzola, is working another long night.
It got really icy up here, and that little car wiped out, and then
This guy here made a choice of either hitting her or going off into the ditch, so decided to take the ditch. And we're supposed to be getting 60 centimeters of snow tonight, which will cause some havoc. What we're gonna do now is...
Yes.
You're gonna hop in there, basically steer it out just as if you're backing out of this ditch.
Okay.
I don't want to wear myself out. We got 3 other highways we have to maintain as well. If you're not out there working, 7 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the job. It's what I've done now for 17 years, and I think it's starting to wear me quite a bit.
Looks good. Wow.
You happy?
Very happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just be careful up there, she's slippery.
You know, I've been up here all day, roaming around, doing the odd job here and there, so we'll see what happens.
A nasty cold is going around, and Adam is its latest victim.
I've been sick for 3 days. Sore throat, feel like I got sandpaper in my throat.
For Adam, winter is already taking a toll, but relief may be in sight.
Like, we're getting another guy to help out, so hopefully that works out. I just hope he can work enough to help me out and pick up the slack.
The newest addition to Jamie's crew is veteran driver Scott Bird.
I'm realizing that Adam can't handle all the workload, you know, the standard everyday towing jobs that happen. And I need another guy to pick up the slack.
You wanted the front facing this way or the front facing that way?
I know Scott can do that.
No, it's leaning because of the trailer.
Scott and Jamie go way back.
I worked for Jamie for just shy of 10 years.
45 there?
You're the pro, you're the guy that's gonna put it in there.
Don't tell nobody that.
Scott Bird was the king of the hill before Adam. He's a Top Gun just like Adam's a Top Gun.
I just kind of burned myself out, so I went up into the oil patch to recover. I'll swing in and I'll back it into its place. 9 years I was up in Alberta, and last year I got a phone call from Jamie, and he said, well, stop on in, we'll have a beer and chat about some things. Well, that was the start to round 2.
That doesn't look too bad there, does it?
No, it doesn't look so bad at all.
Scotty has done the mountain thing. He's been here before, and my mindset is, okay, I know I can give this guy a truck, and I know he's gonna go produce. You know, he's a big wrecker guy, understands the business.
But after a decade out of the game, has he still got what it takes?
I'm getting up there in age, and hopefully I can still do it. Still a little younger than Jamie, and he can still do it, so I'm sure I can.
He's getting a little older, just like I am. You know, Adam's a lot younger than both of us, and, you know, it is a young man's game.
To entice him back, Jamie promised Scott his own state-of-the-art 30-ton tandem heavy wrecker.
The truck that I'm getting is very similar to Adam's, so you know we'll have some decent pulling power.
But the wrecker is still in the shop and 6 weeks behind schedule. For now, Scott will have to make do with a vintage truck built to tow cars, not big rigs.
When I was 16 years old, I worked for the owner of this company that owned this truck. I'd take this out and go make money with it, and you know, it's kind of part of my apprenticeship was driving this old truck. I only want certain guys to drive it. You know, you gotta have a love for them.
But Scott is just happy to be back on the mountain. That afternoon, Scott goes on his first call in the old truck. But the winch line is a tangled mess.
I'm really getting unimpressed here. People can't take care of their The last person that headed out on a winch job, his rat nested the line up on me, so I gotta try and unwrap that so that I can use that line because it's on that side of the truck and it's just gonna make it easier for me to do my job. Just pull on it real hard. Is it coming? Oh, it's going back in? Fast. Oh, this is just 100% unacceptable. Good Lord, I had enough of that.
Scott gives up on the tangle and uses the backup winch line on the far side of the truck
Okay, head her over. We're just using another line. I wanted to use the other one, but I don't have all day to mess around with it. I'm sure the customer isn't happy about standing there any longer than he had to. We'll just do with what we have and go back to the shop and fix her up.
But the awkward rigging tests the limits of the old truck.
Oh, she's torqued.
But somehow, Scott still manages to coax the van out of the ditch.
Gonna move ahead, give him the last pull I need to give him, hook him up, take him to town.
Just when Scott thinks he's home free,
Ah, yeah, dirty
he's not.
son of a...
Veteran driver Scott Bird is trying to wrap up a simple job using one of Jamie's vintage trucks. But the old gal isn't quite up to the task.
Son of a...
A hydraulic line bursts, and now he can't raise the wheel lift.
Now we're gonna try and get this underlift off the ground so I can move ahead and do a job.
Scott improvises using the winch line to raise the wheel lift. Then he uses the same line to get the van back on the road.
You can break lines with old trucks, you can break lines with new trucks, but the odds are stacked against you when you're running old, right? Kind of why some guys don't like driving this old stuff. There's been a few little incidences on this job. Not too impressed. What do you think? You think we can get back into town like that?
No.
Son of a...
Scott gives up and calls Jamie for help.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I can't get the wheel lift to come up. It broke while we were doing the recovery.
It won't go up at all?
I've got it about an inch off the ground, but I won't be able to tow this feller. Send Rob up here in the 440, just in case.
Yeah. Well, Rob's coming to save your ass. It's always the old guys we have trouble with, eh?
I get to go save Scotty's ass today. Mr. Pro. But it's sure funny how now the truck's broken, so obviously he did something wrong. So I get to go up and save the day. Bring back the other vehicle, which will be fun. Scott's, I don't know, personally, find him too bossy, and then, you know, like just the way he rubbed off on me, just don't like him.
Okay, ready to go? Jump in this thing, and we're gonna just get off the highway. Go past or pull into that next turnaround.
With no place to turn around, Gord backs it down the highway.
We've been towing it down, it's been rolled over. For safety reasons, you don't want people driving vehicles that have been rolled over.
Yeah, whereabouts are you?
Just past Brittany Creek Rest Area. We're in the center there in the turnaround. Can't miss it.
All right, 10-4.
Hook him up and go. Make sure you run your chains tight, he's fairly heavy.
Okay, yeah, I know. Good.
Crank that boom up a few more notches too. Get him hooked up, let's go.
Chop, chop.
Both of you.
Okay, keep coming back, Rob. Hey, okay, come on back, Rob. Rob, what are you doing? No, don't stuff it under anymore. You want that T-bar to be right here.
I know what I'm doing, Scott. This has to be shorter.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, whatever, man.
Scott positions the sling so its chains don't scratch the bumper.
What's the matter with that? Okay, let's get off the highway.
I hate being told how to do my job. Okay, I'm out of here. I know how to hook up a truck. I've done it more than once. And for him to step in like that, he has no reason to or right to. You guys still have to find out what Jamie has to say.
I know it's hooked up right because I did my side and I had to look at his side, so just leave him do his own thing. Let Rob flounder in his own stupidity.
Back at the yard, Adam notices another problem with Scott's vintage truck.
What the hell happened here?
Oh, no.
What the f? Did they wreck my nice little truck already?
Wall up the guardrail or something like that.
That wasn't on there the other day when, buddy, that just happened with Scotty. Scotty just did this. He had to, and he didn't tell me about it. What are you laughing about?
Oh, just seeing it look Hugo like Hugo coming in the cable wrapped around the back.
What are you gonna do? They're just gonna have to fix it, I guess.
He was rude to me, telling me how to hook up a truck. And it's just the way he told me and then telling me to get to work and do it right in front of everybody. I was not impressed that I was being told how to do my job.
Did you tell him off?
Yeah, I told him off.
What'd he say?
And basically just smiled and laughed.
Scotty can be a little rough around the edges with people around him sometimes. Well, you know what?
I don't want any stress, Jim. I didn't come here for stress. I didn't come here to create it. I came here to do a job
all
for
I'm
you.
really worried about is ending it.
I'm frustrated, and as I get frustrated, I start getting louder and louder and louder.
That's all I'm in.
I want it ended too.
He's butting heads with a few guys because he's just that kind of a guy, you know, bit redneck. If the truck was here and it was rolling down the road, he'd be out in the workplace doing jobs. So really, Scotty needs to be in a truck and he needs to be on the road.
But Scott's new truck is still stuck in the shop. The next day, Jamie has a brainstorm.
An opportunity came up to buy a used truck that would kind of relieve the pressure for us right now.
This morning, Adam picked up a used 1985 GMC 5-star General.
It'll help fill the gap. But then if it takes another month for Scotty's truck to get done, so be it.
That runs pretty good, actually.
She's a jewel.
Well, she didn't go pa-pow anyways. It's a good backup truck, I guess, Scott's new truck.
So she's a classic, you know, the old 5-star General.
Yeah, not too many of them left around.
No, sir.
Wait, if you had an old 5-star General, man, you were the
Years
85.
You're the back in 85.
What was the other one, the Brigadier?
Yeah, Brigadier General.
Yeah. The 5-star had the 2 air horns and a dual stack, see?
Yeah.
Runs pretty good.
Up until the time that my truck comes, I'm sure if the call comes, it'll get out there and get at her, you know.
But the old General still has a few kinks to iron out before it's ready for battle.
There's a clutch linkage problem. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before it's ready for the road anyways. And I got my fingers crossed that my truck will be ready before then.
Scott's not the only one who isn't impressed with the new purchase. Jamie's oldest driver, Bruce, was counting on his own record getting an upgrade.
Now, Jamie promised to pimp my truck out. Almost $14,000 of stereo equipment, $13,000 in chrome. 8-inch chrome straight stacks. It's gonna bark when the Jake goes.
Bruce was supposed to leave in his truck this morning on a long-haul job to Alberta.
Hey, Bruce?
Yo.
Why is this truck here and not on its way to Alberta? I'm starting to think to myself that we're on Bruce time.
No. I figure on leaving about 5:36.
All right, I'm thinking you're on your own page.
No.
You're on Bruce schedule. I'm finding that he's having a harder and harder time, you know, kind of keeping up the pace.
Bruce decides to get on Jamie time and heads off for Alberta. With the general in the shop and Bruce out of town, the job of keeping the highway open is once again on the shoulders of one man. And he's not feeling so good.
I got a killer cold and I feel like today. Jamie just told me there was a truck wreck up there, and he told me it was a mail truck, and he wants me to go up and have a look at it and see what we need. Well, there's our mail truck right there.
A loaded semi hit ice on a sharp corner and slammed into a concrete guardrail.
Holy is he ever lucky, eh?
The concrete dividers likely saved the driver's life.
Wow. Something else.
But it totaled the truck, snapping nearly every wheel along the driver's side.
Holy is he ever lucky, eh?
Adam is struggling with a nasty cold and a nastier wreck. A semi full of mail didn't make a sharp corner on Highway 3. It crossed into the oncoming lane and hit a concrete barrier.
Something else.
There's no way he can tow it.
Well, it tore all the axles out, twisted them up, down, sideways, took both frame rails, bent them, even knocked out the steering axle. You know, there wasn't too much straight iron left on that thing. I'll phone Jamie and tell him to send the low bed up.
An hour later, the low bed is on scene. But Adam figures it's too dangerous to attempt to load on the blind corner.
Basically a hairpin curve, so there was just no room to block the whole highway there to physically lift it.
So the low bed is parked safely down the highway.
The company's coming to get their own trailer. I want to get this thing separated so they can back into it. I'm going to winch it out from underneath the trailer, get it out onto the road here and see what I can do with it to straighten that front axle out. You can turn that wheel straight. Yeah, the wheels are going every which way but straight. Everything was just busted off.
He drags the crippled cab away from the trailer. Now, he's got to get it on the low bed.
This thing is just I'll get in here and pull it sideways.
But the twisted wheels won't let him pull the cab in a straight line. So Adam lifts the two back axles off the ground. He'll try to guide it on using just the front wheels.
See, now we got the tires so crooked, that's gonna be a bitch to steer. Chain here.
He uses chains to try to lock the front wheels in place.
So we got the wheels straightened out just to get it movable enough to get it onto the low bed. And so I had to try to back it on there.
Okay.
Well, we'll give this a whirl.
Now he has to back it blind up a ramp that's only slightly wider than the cab.
I'll get it as close as I can. So you gotta tell me here. Don't watch it fall off and then tell me, right?
You go 5 feet back and 20 feet ahead.
You gotta hold the wheel. Dave's gonna jump in. Turn it my way. I did.
2 feet back and 6 feet ahead.
Go that way if you can.
Frustration levels are rising.
Cut her that way. As much as you can.
Just trying to jockey it onto the trailer.
That's all he's got. Oh. Yeah, I think you're good there.
And then once we finally got it on there, then we pulled it sideways and got it on half-assed straight.
With the job done, Adam can't wait to head home and go to bed.
Hopefully I can sleep all night now.
All right.
But the Coke never rests. By nightfall, Adam is back in the saddle.
Laying in bed, I'm sicker than a dog. I asked Jamie for the night off, but I guess he doesn't take it very serious.
He and Kevin have been sent out to drag a snowplow out of a ditch.
I have a job to do, and I try to go as hard as I can.
Give me a little.
But physically, I was just beat. Mentally, I was challenged, and nothing was going right.
Break.
I got people relying on me, so the more work I can do, the better off my family is.
Well, until next time, old girl.
See, that's always my biggest thing, to make sure I can provide a good life for my family.
By 9 o'clock, he's heading home again.
And hopefully that's where I stay for the night.
But the night's still young. Trucks are backing up in the chain-up area.
Hey, Stefan, Richard here at VSA Coldwater calling. We're backing up onto the road, and you may have heard we've gone up to a moderate avalanche hazard.
Supervisor Richard Enns monitors truck traffic outside the snow shed.
They've got chains on, but they're not quite adequate. They've only got single chains on when they really need triples. So that's why they're having issues. This guy might not make it. Keep going, buddy, keep going. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, so this is a perfect example here of what not to do. Forget it, buddy, you're done. Al Quire in Quarterton. Yeah, Al, we got another one spun out here on the bridge. He said he's gonna back up and try and straighten out and go again, but I'm not that confident here.
Jamie's main competitor, Al Quiring, has been up on the hill doing tow-ups all night.
Big Green to the rescue. This is like crab fishing, but different.
We don't necessarily have to have a lot of snow to have a lot of trouble. That's the only way over the pass, so that's what we deal with.
Al Quiring gets this job, but there's plenty more to go around.
Westbound, there's a semi in the ditch. It looks like he just wiped out. You on the radio, Adam?
Non-stop wrecks
You on there, Adam?
and a nasty cold are wearing down Jamie's top guy.
I had a sore throat, I barely got any voice left, sinus headache. When you work your guy into the grave, what's the point of that? I don't know. He just takes me for granted sometimes, I think.
Just bounced off the no post and went into the rhubarb there on the rock face.
One lane is closed, and the weather's getting worse by the minute.
These roads are worse than when we were out here earlier.
They want Adam to disconnect the cab and get it off the highway.
They just want us off the road right now. We start trying to give this thing a pull. We're gonna take the truck into town for the night. The highways don't want us messing with the trailer, because the trailer's ready to bust in half, so.
Listen.
It's basically wore me out. I'm to the point where if I don't make some kind of change, I'm not going to be any good to anybody.
Grab some tools. Never know what you need.
After an exhausting night, Kevin is up early prepping for a long-haul job.
So I'm taking that truck to Vernon.
He'll be gone for 2 days.
Hammer. Need one of these.
He's worried that his good friend Adam is being pushed to the breaking point.
It's just, you work your ass off so long, and it gets to you after a while, right? You need time. Sometimes you don't get that around here. What I'm looking forward most on this trip is a little peace and quiet, a little serenity, I guess you can say.
He makes one stop before leaving town. Adam has decided to play hooky. He'll ride shotgun with Kevin, leaving Jamie totally in the dark.
Something just switched off in my head, and I figured, I just don't want to do this anymore.
Call her night golden.
I just wanted to throw the towel in. I was just done with the place.
I'm on a day off. Let's get out of here. Poncho and Lefty, here we go.
An hour down the road, Jamie phones me and he goes, I need you to go to Edson, Alberta. And I told him, well, I can't. I'm already with Kevin and heading to Calgary.
Why are two guys driving around in a truck going to Alberta when I need them here to work? So I just don't get it.
I wanted 2 days off, and around here, if you just don't run away, you just don't get time off. Somebody else step up to the plate for a couple days a week.
Well, he'll be gone for 2 days.
With Adam out of town, Scott gets the Edson job. And Jamie gives him the only truck available, Adam's heavy wrecker.
Well, the top dog wants some time off, so suppose I'll be the top dog for a day or two, huh? You get back into the big truck and everything just starts to flow again. So I don't think that there's going to be anything to worry about other than just dealing with it like it was my own truck. I'm going to Edson, Alberta tonight. Yay!
With most of the crew away on long-haul jobs, the only ones holding down the fort are new guy Gord and Jamie.
Basically, you've got me and that's it. So now if the storms were about to come in again and storms were going to happen here, and if it happened tonight, whew, she'd be tough going.
Sure enough, later that afternoon, a call comes in for an overturned construction truck. The job is over 90 miles away on the far side of the Coke, outside the town of Merritt.
I suggested to them that we do it in the daylight hours, but the push was on to go and get the job done right away.
As Jamie and Gord roll up Snowshed Hill, they get flagged down by a driver who needs a quick pull-up.
Too much going on and I can't handle it. Well, I'm going to pull you up to the top of the hill. I'm going to another job, so I'm not going to tow you, but I'm going to get you up top, okay? Well, that's a half hour right off our time right away. That's going to screw us right up. Nightfall coming on, stormy weather. Pressure's on us right now to go, and I'm not liking it too much.
By the time he reaches the client, it's getting dark. And he finds out the job is actually 20 miles down a remote dirt road.
Whoa, see that? I just about went off the road there. You know, we're talking about an old off-road road that's, you know, mostly traveled by pickup trucks, not machines that weigh 80,000 pounds. So right off the bat, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies about this call. It's just like a goat's trail, this place. We're spinning out.
Halfway up a steep hill, the rotator loses traction and starts sliding backwards.
Back down. Oh my God.
Daylight is fading fast, and Jamie's on a job down a remote backcountry road.
Right off the bat, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies about this call. It's just like a goat's trail, this place.
But halfway up a steep, icy hill,
We're spinning out. Okay, we gotta back down. Oh my God. We start spinning out, the truck starts sliding backwards. So I quickly get off the brakes and steer it out and let it go on its own. That road is complete ice.
They try chaining up to get more traction.
We're gonna forge ahead.
This time, Jamie engages his lockers.
Lockers rough. We better. It's icy right here.
Locking the differential forces all the wheels to turn at the same rate.
If you got a good straight stretch, you'll make sure the lockers are in, the inner axle, and you're gonna have better complete traction. And you know, it's like a bulldozer. It's gonna go right up the hill, straight, and it ain't gonna stop.
But the trade-off is steering.
They'll inhibit your steering. You get to a curve, you make sure you're putting the lockers off so that you can steer.
Gord helps guide Jamie up the icy hill.
So our wheels are slipping off the edge. The road becomes increasingly steeper and steeper and steeper.
He gets to the top, only to find that the ride down the other side is even more dangerous.
Unreal. What am I doing here? Well, we made her to the top, but now this other side is really scaring me. Gord just fell down, look. I've had enough. That truck's worth $700,000. It would cause me unbelievable financial pain if that truck goes off the edge. Never mind one of us getting killed or something on this job. We cannot go any further.
With no place to turn around, Jamie decides to abandon ship.
We're actually gonna park this truck up around the corner here for the night, and we're gonna stay in Merritt for the night and be back here in the morning. You can pretend you're the hero and the guy that saves the day all the time, but when you're getting to the point where you're jeopardizing yourself, your equipment, your guys, it's time to say no.
Back in Hope,
An RCMP call just came in.
Jamie's wife Sherry gets an urgent call.
Tractor trailer flipped over on its side. Wood is everywhere, blocking both lanes of traffic. Anybody copy?
Holy cow, looks like a war zone. Axles and tires and lumber and crap everywhere.
A lumber wreck just west of Hope has the highway closed in both directions.
Lumber truck going too fast, went down, went up and over, didn't make the corner and then scattered everything.
Jamie is stuck in Merritt, and Adam is at least 10 hours away.
Hello? Anybody out there? Anybody copy?
Scott's not due back until tomorrow,
Hello?
but on a hunch, he decided to come home early.
Tractor trailer flipped over on its side, blocking both lanes of traffic.
20 minutes later, Scott arrives on scene in Adam's truck.
The truck is laying partway over a cement barrier in the middle. It's on its side. Both the trailers are upside down.
A Super Bee hauling lumber was heading west on Highway 1. The driver lost control and hit the center barrier.
I heard the guy did make it. He's just shaking up. Better get Jamie Davis out there so he can clean it up quick.
For backup, he's called in the only available man left in Jamie's yard, 17-year-old Brandon.
So it's all me and this guy. We're gonna work him hard tonight. Okay, Brandon, come on over.
Salvage expert Jim Lasser heard the call and has come to the scene.
Try that, tilt it back.
Flipping a B train normally takes at least 2 heavy wreckers. Scott's only got 1.
Jim was, oh, we could rotate this and rotate that. And it's like, well, we don't have a rotator.
Where do you want this one?
Oh,
After 9 years away from heavy rescue, Scott is eager to prove he still has what it takes.
I say, oh, God, what am I going to do? I did this for years and years and years. Why am I getting panicked?
I just kind of walk around it once or twice and see if you can come up with something that sort of makes some sort of sense to it all.
The trailers are too mangled to split apart.
There was no way that I could get in to release any of the fifth wheel plates to do it separately.
So he has to flip the cab and both trailers at the same time.
I just knew what I had to do. Just straighten it out, flip it over, let's go.
He comes up with a plan, something he's never tried before. Using the concrete barrier as a fulcrum, the 2 winch lines from Adam's truck might be enough to flip the entire rig.
I had the bonus of the concrete barriers being between me and the trailers. I could use it as an anchor to start them trailers on their rollover. We're gonna suck it into the wall. We're gonna flip it over the wall back into this lane. The truck is sitting on top of the guardrail right now, and it's got a tendency to want to go that way. So we're gonna take it over that way.
Well, you're pulling heavier that end, right?
What's that?
Yeah, if you go up and turn around.
Well, actually, you know, let's just give this a whirl.
I wanted to go that way, but he says that he thinks the way it's sitting will do less damage by going that way.
You know, maybe they felt that I was rusty or whatever, but I just put them off to the side and said, no, this is the way I'm gonna do it. Hey, is everybody out of my way?
Cab's just lifting up now.
But I didn't need nobody telling me what to do. You know, this is what I do. But nothing ever really goes as you intended to. Hey, is everybody out of my way?
A messy lumber wreck has the highway closed in both directions.
Cab's just lifting up now.
With only Adam's truck to work with, Scott has come up with a daring plan to flip it using the concrete barrier for leverage. It's a bold move that could either make or break his comeback.
I was a little bit nervous. We had one truck to work with, and that's what we worked with.
Hey, everybody.
Textbook. Okay, let's rig her down, boys.
That worked out perfect, eh? Looked pretty cool, too. You get style points.
Perfect, went 100% perfect. Nothing 80% about it was 100% perfect. You don't know until you try.
First rollover I'd done in 10 years, and everything worked out perfect.
Jamie's brother from Aggressive Towing arrives to haul off the trailers, while Jim's salvage crew clears the lumber. And Scott heads home, victorious.
I spoke with the highways guy, and he was very happy with the way things were going.
Now we're out of here.
Now we're gonna be going home, and hopefully get the covers pulled over me before the phone rings again.
The next morning, Jamie returns to his abandoned rotator.
You know, sometimes you gotta know when to walk away from a job, and I'm not gonna risk my truck going over the edge or damage to the truck. It's not worth it. So we're gonna call our quits and just head back to the shop.
With no space to turn around, Jamie has to use his backup plan.
It's not for the faint of heart to come down a road like this. Pretty sketchy what we're doing. This truck is all it can do to hold itself back.
By the time he finally makes it home, it's well past sundown.
Oh, what a frickin' 2 days. I am just done. Tell me all the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Jamie gets the lowdown on Scott's return performance as a heavy rescue operator.
Trailer was right upside down in the fast lane, and he just tightened it up against the guardrail. And the trailer stood up, come right up and over, and the rear just followed.
Really, eh?
Just
One
picture
truck.
perfect. Just
And
click,
you know,
click, click, right over.
If that was on its side in the canyon somewhere and right flat on its back, it'd be all you could do with 3 trucks to try to get that
Oh,
over.
yeah. It was just perfect.
Jamie's old buddy Scott is on the scoreboard.
What was really great is that Scott was here. He handles the wreck, it's all done. So having that extra experienced hand has really taken some pressure off us. At least I've got Scotty backing us up.
But his MVP Adam is still missing in action.
You know, I feel his pain, I really do, but what can I do? Watch it, buddy.
Next time on the Highway Thru Hell.
Going like a son of a...
45 tons of lumber jams the Trans-Canada.
Oh, this looks bad.
Going too fast.
While another wreck teeters on the edge. And a complex recovery
I don't know why we're doing it like this.
brings tensions to a boil,
I work 24 hours a day.
tearing open a rift between Jamie
You have badmouth me on the wreck, right?
and his top dog.
I don't need this job. Maybe I'll pack up and leave.